Check, check. All right, I think we're rolling. Cool. So here we are, Cultivate Waco, episode 4. This is an episode for thoughts and quotes, which is kind of ironic because that's one of my favorites. Out of everything, I like to do thoughts and quotes, especially a quote. So that being said, this was the one that kind of inspired this week's episode. Gotten a lot of good feedback on the when I've set up at markets and stuff about this one, but it's a word cloud that I made into overthinker, but it's really a brain too. So there's a lot to think about there. But this was truly the inspiration for this week's workshop. I got Miss Elaine RT3. They got some custom pre-sketch stuff you'll see here at the end, but I just want to start off showing this one, and then I did this one just the other day, just because that one inspired this one, which it was kind of a brainstorm lead into the night. But don't worry, be happy. But one thing I did learn in this process, Miss Elaine, was make sure you know who the quote is from. Don't quote something and then be like, oh, that came from him, and be the wrong name. Because I thought someone else sung this song, and I even went to put it in right there. No, it's a whole nother, it's like a beach crew from that area, or from that era. But he says words that are similar, but this song, the Don't Worry, Be Happy, that's another song. I was just going to put Bob Marley all over this thing, and I looked it up to get ready to post it and all that, and I was like, it ain't working right. But yeah, that's a little bit of funny story behind that one, but ain't nothing to worry about. Just be happy. But this is one of my favorite quotes. It is Pablo Picasso. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it all away, which is also an inspiration of what the workshops are, because it's somewhere where we can all share the gift of art and the therapeutic aspects of that. You know what I mean? But this is one of my favorites. I did some shirts out of this. They didn't really come out so hot, but I might do another run. I don't know. This one sits on the wall at home. It's not really ever for sale, I don't think. But it might. You never know. This one is another one of my favorites from the man Walt Disney himself. So it starts off, he goes around the frame. It says, around here, we don't look backwards for very long. We keep moving forward, opening new doors, and doing new things. By the man Walt Disney himself. I've seen this quote, on the internet a while back, but he's a pioneer in so many aspects in the art world, so I got to show him homage. And this one's kind of a newer thing from Mac Miller. He said, no matter where life takes me, find me with a smile, which is ironic because, the way he passed was a tragic situation. But what's up, man? Cool, I got you. I got some scissors now. Yeah, I got some scissors we can keep in the tub. That way I don't have to get that old super sharp knife out. It's dangerous for me too. There you go. Cool. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Mac Miller painting. So I was supposed to do some shirts on this, but I was waiting until I got my printing process right, because the neon's got to be neon. So this shirt may be dropping soon. I don't know. The shirts are kind of hit or miss. I might do one, I might not. But so since today's theme is quote, I had a few of these kind of, I found them on the internet, so I wrote them up, and I was gonna, if 4 people would have picked them, I would have just chose the other 2. But since I didn't have 4 people react, do y'all want to choose one out of it or blindly choose? Oh, that's scary. All right. All right. I was going to be bold and say, I'm going to do 2 of them, but and if I have time, I'll do 2. But I don't know what's what. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step from Lao Tzu, which that that's in one of my. I have this book, How to King. It's like 81 verses, and it's all little wise quotes from back in that era. Which that's cool because it's one of my favorite quotes. And I have some other ones in here too, but we're gonna go with this one. I'm gonna read the other ones. So honorable mention was I'm not strange. I'm just not normal. Salvador Dali. He's up over there on the wall. You know what I mean? And every new beginning comes from some other's beginnings in, which is from Seneca. He's like an ancient philosophizer. And then Bruce Lee hit him with empty your mind, be formless, shapeless like water. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. That's Bruce Lee. That's kind of an epic quote a lot of people know about. But, and then we got Leonardo da Vinci with learning never exhausts the mind. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, and art is never finished, only advanced. That's Leo. I mean, that's him. And this one, I was going to choose this one anyway. It's from Pablo Picasso. Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. So I might do this one if I got time. We're gonna see what time looking like because I'm gonna put a little elbow grease into the journey of 1,000 miles quote. But as you can see, I got a blank canvas. None of it was started, so I'm gonna freestyle and just have workshop it up. You know what I mean? But thanks for choosing that one. I appreciate it. It's a good one. I'm gonna leave it handy, leave it closed. I'm gonna figure out how to do this. That's the fun of it. All right, so that's one of my favorite songs. Like whenever you said it, I was like, ah, let's go. I don't know why, but YouTube be flagging me whenever I be having this stuff in the background. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, that's cool. It gives me that option on YouTube. Whenever you're uploading a video, and it's like that's very good to know, especially for the long format stuff like this. All right. What else you think? Let's see if I'm doing it. Oh no, you have an accident. I need to get some aprons, don't I? If you catch it while it's still wet, water will wash it out. But there's the guy in a brand new white shirt. Speaking of which, we still got a handful of the Do More Art shirts available. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep re-upping, but I got a few. All right, so make sure I do a good footprint. Nope. Spam call trying to interrupt the workshop. Not gonna happen today. There we go. Got a nice little low UV footprint. Now I'm doing a nice little word bubble. So how'd y'all like the passport to creativity thing the other day? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of stuff for us guys. That's cool. I had fun. I would definitely say it was a headache on the technology side because I didn't know what to expect either. And man, like that first, see, I hooked up in Fuzz Lab first, right? Which it was cool. I kind of had an idea how they were going to do it, but I set up out the way, and come time to make the rug, she was sitting there explaining the process, and I was like, "Yeah, I've done this once, like I got it, no problem. I've done it one time." And then I I went to the little circle, and I was like, I sketched out an E real quick, and I thought I was just gonna whip it done and be, on to the next station like it wasn't nothing. 10 minutes tops. Man, I broke the string probably 30 times. It, oh, oh yeah, no doubt. Exactly. It makes me want to go back and do like something where you spend a few hours on it. It was backwards. Yeah. It's funny now. But I looked up and I was like, it's completely backwards. But yeah, be on the lookout for the backwards E, little mug rug. It was fun. I like the stuff next door. I'm going to Hammer and Stain again. Like I'm gonna go just book some time and do some stuff there. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, that's awesome. Mm. I got over there like kind of in the middle of it, so it was a little bit chaotic over there, but I picked a bad spot for my camera on that one. Like, so all in all, my out of my four craft casts that I took part in, like I had a good camera angle at Fuzz Lab, which is great. But the second craft that I did at Fuzz Lab, not so much. I didn't rotate my camera enough, so it was kind of just off into space instead of looking at me. And because I had a table full of people and we were all in conversation, but you go back and watch the full episode on YouTube. Go back and watch that. It's like the I had my little POV camera zoomed in on my craft table, which was great. That's what I was supposed to do. But that camera was supposed to be kind of over the table, and we were all. It was several of us, and we were conversating. What we're supposed to do with Fuzz Lab. So we're sitting there chit chatting. I look up, and the camera's like looking off in the blue, and I'm like, oh. So that was my first fiasco. But whenever I got to hammer and stain, it wasn't so bad because I set up kind of in the front, which in hindsight I should have set up in the back so I could have been closer to everything. And I didn't do anything on that side of the room. I didn't do a candle. I did one of the little plates, and then I painted the goose, which I did a blue mohawk with a mother tattoo on the goose. Go back and watch the video on that. It was fun. But both of them, I was too far from from my main camera to really get a good view, and then I couldn't just have my little POV camera. I couldn't have it wires across everything with other kids and stuff running around. So I didn't get the best angles in there, but I had a good time. I'm going back to hammer and stain now, whether I do it with the camera and all that, or I just go in there just to do something. Oh yeah, 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 for sure. I've I've been thinking about investing in some meta glasses. Like this setup's cool, but yeah, just to have something handy. Yes, because I could go do you know basically a whole episode with just meta glasses. But yeah, I had a great time. That was yeah. That's what this is going to be like. I got a long wire on here now, so I can carry it around wherever I need to go. Like if I'm coming over there to hang out with y'all, I can or whatever. You don't have to leave that tripod up if you don't want to use it. Give me here. We'll just set this over here out your way, and if you want to use it in a little bit, it's right here handy. So that was the beginning of my weekend, Miss Elaine. Oh my God, I did three more events this weekend. I'm I'm tuckered out. So this is a healthy relaxation because next door there was an event Saturday that I went to. It was a late night event, but Friday after I left the Fuzz Lab, I was finna head home, and I was like, man, they're having a concert at the HQ, which it's my studio up off of Columbus, and I was already kind of booked, so I didn't figure I was gonna go, but I ended up going and doing a live painting, and it was cool. I did it for Down in Texas magazine. They do like underground artist interviews and kind of behind the scenes stuff, and it was like they drop a quarterly edition, I guess what you would say, and it was the release for this quarterly edition, and they did a concert and all that, but I just stayed outside and painted for a quick little hour, and next thing you know, I had a good little batch of content. Yeah, and then I did the butterflies with Becky on Saturday. It was fun. That one was kind of long, not gonna lie, but it was supposed to be like her intent was, to be more of an intimate type class. I brought extras. I brought extra because when I was talking to her, she was like, "Yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit longer," and I'm like, "I got some canvas shaped as butterflies already," and it was cool because I had another kid at the table about his age, so it was a lot more fun than just a bunch of. Because the other table was all like it was a group of older ladies and then some more serious artists, and our table was a lot more, kind of like this. It was just have fun and do some art. Yeah, that one was cool. I love Becky's studio downtown. Like, well, yeah, she's awesome as a person all the way. All right, I ain't done nothing but just run my mouth. The journey of 1,000 miles began with that first step, right? I'm still over here talking. That's all that. Oh no, wasn't supposed to do that. So I use pencil right here as much as I can. I'll be making them mistakes galore. So in other words, don't judge with them smudges on them canvases. Be all right. I needed to fill up the canvas anyway. Oh yeah, so they're doing construction back there. So I hear saws and stuff. Don't be alarmed. Or if you need to go to the restroom, don't be alarmed. It's not nothing's blocked off, but it's definitely starting to look different. I think that's what they said, which that'll be cool. Be some extra traffic. Hopefully, Cultivate will do some hours kind of around their popular hours. I like these new little walls they added and stuff. I'm gonna do that with black marker at the end. All right. Good. Oh no. I'm gonna pause the video, but come back in here in a little bit. All right, so we're back. I'm pause. Putting the finishing touches on my journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Still looks like a word bubble, I think, but they say it's not done till you sign it, right? I've got to where once I sign it, I have to be done. Otherwise, I'll keep going. Yeah, that's what I got. Now, that does it for episode 4. Thoughts and quotes right here at Cultivate Waco Wednesday Workshop. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, at Edavinci Dark Show on everything. So you feel sure where I still got some. Might drop some more pretty soon, but stay on the lookout. Boom.